You are welcome to Social Studies class. Today I will be talking on socialization. Under socialization, I will be talking on definition of socialization, types of socialization, agents of socialization, process of socialization, and importance of socialization. I will start from definition of socialization. When we say socialization is defined as a process of social learning which enable a man to acquire values, beliefs, facts, language, and is a process that starts from birthhood to adulthood. It is very easy for a Yoruba boy to acquire that Yoruba language from his parents. For example, mommy lọ sí oko, mommy has gone to market. So it's a process that starts from birth to adulthood by which we learn language. Types of socialization. There are 5 different types of socialization, but for simplicity, I have devised a code. But one thing that you should note is that the code is only meaningful to the user. And the acronyms for types of socialization is please sir. Once you just remember please sir, that is not the spelling of please sir, but I said the code is meaningful to the user. When we say please, that is primary socialization. The first is secondary socialization. Another A, adult socialization. Then second A, anticipatory socialization. And R, resocialization. So I will take it one after the other. Number 1, primary socialization. When we say primary socialization is a type of socialization that starts from home, by which the child learn language and cognitive skills. It begins to learn language from the parent. Then 2, secondary socialization. When we say secondary socialization is a type of socialization that takes place outside the family. It can be seen at work. Then 3, adult socialization. When we say adult socialization, the aim of adult socialization is to bring change in the views of individual. For example, a newly married couple is an example of adult socialization. Number 4, we have anticipatory socialization. When we say anticipatory, that is the process by which we learn the culture of other group. For example, a Yoruba man can learn the culture of Igbo with the anticipation of joining that group. Then 5, which is the last one under types of socialization, is what we call resocialization. When we say resocialization, is a process of discarding former behavior and accepting new ones. For example, a criminal who has just changed his role, who has been rehabilitated, can change his role to accept a new behavior. So we call it resocialization. Now I move to agent of socialization. When we say agent of socialization, we have different agents of socialization. But for simplicity as usual, I have devised acronyms for that. For P, schoolmate, really come to club. For, that is family. P, that is peer group. School, then mate, that is mass media, then really, that is religious institution, and come, community, then clubs and society. So I'll be taking it one after the other. Number 1, agent of socialization. One thing that you should note, the first agent of socialization is family. It includes father, mother, brothers, sisters, and other relatives. So the home is the child for school. You should note that. Then number 2, peer group. Another name for peer group is known as playmate, whereby children of the same age come together to play. Then 3, mass media. When we say mass media, is a process by which information is passed to several millions of people within a short period of time. I'm communicating to you now through mass media. So examples, we have television, magazine, cinemas, and so on. Then 4, the school. When we say the school, the type of education that takes place in school is known as formal education, and the school help in molding the character of the child. Number 5, the religious institution. When we say religious institution, they are part and parcel of secondary socialization. Example of religious institution include our church, mosque, and shrine, and so on. Then 6, we have community. When we say community, it has to do with the specific geographical areas where individual family live. They interact with one another. We call it a community. Then number 7, which is the last agent of socialization, is clubs and society. When we say clubs and society, these are extra curricular activities that take place in school. We have different clubs in school, such as jet club, press club, and so on. Now we want to look at the processes of socialization. Processes of socialization is, we have 4 processes of socialization. Now for you not to cram, because this question always come out in a NECO exam, they will ask you which of the following is not part of the process of socialization. So once you have the idea now, it will be very easy for you to know the one that is odd. So I start with the code. I read daily manner. So once you just note I read daily manner, I stand for incidental learning, read stand for role learning, and daily stand for direct learning, and manner stand for model learning. Now I'm going to start with that number 1, incidental learning. From the word incidental, it shows that something that occur unconsciously. That means the process of socialization or learning that occur through observation. It can occur through imitation or by unconsciously gaining an experience. For example, a child learn not to play with fire when he has a personal encounter on how it burns. Mommy, Dodo, you see baby crying, mommy Dodo, you will never come in contact with that hot object again. Then another example is that a female student can observe her mother by sweeping, can observe, or by backing toys as a result of observing the mother. These are the example of incidental learning. I said it occurs through observation or imitation. Then number 2 there is role learning. This is the type of learning occurs as a result of role assigned to an individual in his place of work. You can be assigned a duty to perform. It can be in the school, you can be a class teacher. So you can be class teacher, class captain, so role learning. Then number 3 is direct learning. When we say direct learning, it comes in 2 ways. We have formal, or it can be in form of informal settings. The one that takes place in school is known as formal, while the one at home is known as informal. Then lastly, under model learning, lastly under process of socialization is model learning. It takes place through the influence of behavioral pattern of people around us. It can be our heroes and heroines. Then the last one under there is importance of socialization. When we say the importance, now we want to look at the usefulness of socialization to our society. Number 1, it helps to enact different roles. You are able to perform different roles in the society. Then 2, it assures the cultural continuity of the society. Do not forget, I said socialization is a process by which it starts, by which a child learns from birthhood to adulthood. So it is passed from one generation to the other. Then number 3, it helps us to become disciplined. Then 4, it helps us to reduce social distance, whereby people of different tribes, religion comes together. Then 5, it helps us to develop right aspiration in life. 6, it provides the knowledge of skills. Then lastly, it provides scope for building the bright future. Do not forget, in the course of this lesson, I talk about the definition of socialization that starts from birthhood to adulthood. I also talk about the types of socialization, which I gave the code as PLISA: primary socialization, secondary socialization, adult socialization, anticipatory socialization, and resocialization. I also talk about the agent of socialization, which I gave the code as for a peer schoolmate really come to club, family, peer group, school, mass media, religious institution, community, clubs, and society. And I talk about the processes of socialization, which are just four. I read daily manner. Once you just remember that code, I read daily manner. I incidental learning, read role learning, daily that is direct learning, and manner model learning. Then I talk about the importance of socialization.